Comes my great pleasure now and honor to introduce the Consul General of the United States for Canada, Stephen Brereton. Stephen was appointed Consul General in Atlanta beginning in 2009. The Consul General of Canada administers trade, investments, public affairs programs throughout 6 state territories in the southeastern United States, including Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. To say that Stephen's a busy man would be an understatement. Stephen is a career diplomat with a distinguished background in international trade, joining the Canadian Foreign Service in 1979 following graduation from Queen's University with an honors in BA in economics. His Foreign Service career has included assignments in the Trade Policy Counselor at the Canadian Mission to Europe, in Brazil, and diplomatic relations at the Canadian Embassy in Tokyo, Japan from 1984 to 87, and Havana, Cuba from 1980 to 82. Most recently, he served as Consul General at the Canadian Consul General's Office in Buffalo, New York. A native of Toronto, Stephen and his wife Caroline have 2 sons, James and William. Ladies and gentlemen, a true friend of Mississippi and the United States, Consul General of the United States from Canada, Mr. Stephen Brereton.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, and thank you all for having us here today representing Canada. And I want to say, Governor Bryant, first, thank you so much for that very generous introduction. Thank you so much for the warm hospitality and the friendship, both of you, of course, the First Lady, and many friends here. I really feel I'm here within a circle of friends, because that's really, I think, how we look at the relationship between the great state of Mississippi and my home country of Canada. It's really wonderful to be back here, and I'd have to say first I want to thank also Blake Wilson and the wonderful job that the Mississippi Economic Council has done, really going above and beyond in order to recognize the great partnership and friendship, the connection between Mississippi and Canada. This is my first time at Hobnob, and I have been looking forward to it with great interest, great anticipation, since Governor Bryant and Ambassador Doer and I discussed this when we were together in May, and it's been on the calendar and a real highlight for us this year. As Governor Bryant explained, Ambassador Doer was really looking forward to being here. He was very disappointed that circumstances far beyond our control, the storm that has closed down Washington, closed down New York, and many parts along the eastern coast, made it impossible for him to be here, and really wanted to be part of the Hobnob celebration. He has said, and I've conveyed this to Governor Bryant, that we're looking forward to an early opportunity when he can come and spend time with the Governor, with the First Lady, and with you all here in Mississippi. Some of you may have seen there is a Mississippi state trade fact sheet that, well, you'll recognize the handsome gentleman there, your governor, and me. But it contains a lot of interesting information, and I think helps to underscore the importance of the relationship. We think we are on the right track. We would like to see the relationship continue to grow. As the governor said, there are tremendous trade and investment already between our two countries. CN Rail, it has important investments here in Mississippi, employing over 550 Mississippians with operations in Jackson and Gulfport. They help make that important supply chain link work between our two countries and your state with Canada. So we think that we're on the right track. There's much more to be done. As the governor indicated, last year we exchanged $2.6 billion in trade. We are very proud to be Mississippi's #1 trading partner. We are very proud to be your largest customer for goods made in Mississippi and sold around the world, but sold particularly in Canada. It may be interesting to note, I think it's interesting, that over a quarter of that trade, those exports from Mississippi to Canada, was in the form of automobiles, trucks, computers, plastics, manufactured products that are indicative of the fact that we make things together. We are an integrated economy, and we continue to look for ways in which we can strengthen those ties. We see, as recently announced, important investments by companies from Canada. Consul, that was recognized appropriately just a few minutes ago. We're very pleased to see that investment tie further strengthening and expanding on the 64,000 jobs here in Mississippi that are connected with our bilateral trading relationship. One of the things that the governor and Ambassador Dewar and I discussed when we were together in May was the importance of making better known an important alliance between our two great countries. And we had the governor mentioned the Southeast U.S.-Canadian alliance. Now, it is really about building on the business ties that are already strong, but finding ways through business-to-business matchmaking, one-on-one meetings that are organized at these annual alliance meetings to help further strengthen our trade and investment and cooperation ties. So it's really something that we would like to see continue to grow on. The governor demonstrated his strong leadership and commitment to open trade and strengthening the trade by leading the delegation to this year's meeting. We're certainly looking forward to having the governor and a delegation, a large business delegation from Mississippi, participate in the next meetings that will take place in July of 2013 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, the MDA, the Mississippi Development Authority, has been wonderful partners for us. We have a booth here and would encourage you to drop by for more information about the SUS Canada initiative. Those partnerships that we enjoy with government, beginning with the governor, but throughout the organization, have been instrumental in furthering the relationship and the friendships. So I certainly hope that many of you will look at the opportunity of furthering that, and if you have questions or want more information, we're here with my team, with the MDA team to provide that. I know that the governor has made a high priority on energy, and his leadership has been particularly noticeable as we grow the energy relationship between Canada and the United States. Some of you may have heard of the SSEB, or the Southern States Energy Board. You may not be aware that your governor has recently been elected as the chairman of the SSEB, and we congratulate him on that appointment and looking forward to working with him. We in Canada are the largest energy supplier of any country in the world to the United States. We're the largest, and we believe the most secure international partner, the largest supplier of oil, of natural gas, of energy, of electricity, and uranium. So firms producing oil in Canada, particularly from our oil sands, supply the United States with more oil than Saudi Arabia and Kuwait combined, with more oil than Venezuela and Iraq combined. And we want to continue to see that grow. We see a connection between energy independence for North America, the building of that relationship and the means of conveying the oil to the markets here in the United States. But with the second or third largest oil deposits in the world and the economic benefits that that will mean for both our countries, we see further sustainable economic development in both our countries. We see the benefits here in Mississippi, and we continue to look for high-quality suppliers of equipment, of goods, of services, and technologies to help us in the further development of those important resources. But Canada is not only an energy superpower in the traditional sense of energy, but also in the new forms of alternative energy. And the state fact sheet highlights one of those cases of Enerchem, a Canadian company that's looking at and is planning to construct a facility here in Mississippi that will convert municipal waste to ethanol to help address energy needs. So as I close, I want to encourage you to stop by our booth. I want to say thank you to everyone, and particularly to the governor, for the opportunity to be here, to join you in this wonderful celebration of all the great things that are going on in Mississippi. And with leadership, as we are seeing here, our partnership can only grow going forward. So again, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's great to be here.
Stephen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I cannot tell you what a good business partner Stephen has been for us in his country of Canada, 64,000 Mississippians. We look forward to further development and that Keystone Pipeline helping bring energy to America. All right, thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much.